pretty much map the type of complexities or challenges that we see ahead in the IT industry itself. Quick observations about today's IT industry. Most of the characteristics of the IT industry is not pretty much new to the IT industry or the industry in itself. When I look through the history, when I look through the evolution, quite a bit of this is a derivative from different other industry segments. I'm fond of movie watching, I'm fond of watching Discovery Channel. So when I look at a couple of specific shows in the Discovery Channel, a specific show called Megastructures comes to my mind. Every time I see that show, I get to see project management in action. Irrespective of the industry segment, be it aero, auto, defense, construction, movie making, pretty much everything runs complex projects. Specifically, if you look at IT industry, a lot of what is put together as processes, systems in the IT industry is a derivative from each of these segments. Dates back to 1950s. Specifically, today's IT industry is more inward focused. It's tactical. It's perceived tactically. Inward focused because there is a definition and pretty much everything is done around that definition. The requirements are frozen and rest everything is in-house with the company which is trying to implement the project. So except for the requirement spec, pretty much everything is controlled and managed inside within the organization. Tactically perceived because you're looking at the here and now and not looking at the long term from an enterprise standpoint. A disclaimer at this stage, I'm not referring to every company in general, but my observation by and large in the IT industry. Most organizations have good systems in place, processes in place, but still seem to seemingly have three cultural traits. Many projects rely on heroes, people who can do the best in a particular field, people who are either domain experts, people who are either technology experts, people who are either process experts. So while an organization claims itself to be level 5 CMMI or level X, whatever process compliance, there is a lot of dependency in each of the project when you go deep dive on specific heroes. So as a project gets identified, as a project gets launched, the fight for the heroes begin. So you try to pick heroes from a different project, move them into this, try to get the right guys at the right time, or you may succeed or you may not succeed. But culturally, that's something that is visible in most of these IT projects. The second cultural trait is the overtime work ethics. No matter what estimations are done, no matter whatever planning is done, there seems to be a culture of overtime work. I know of projects who stretch for about 16 hours in a day, 18 hours in a day. And this seems to be a cultural trait in quite a few of the Indian IT companies. The third cultural trait which I noticed is that by and large, the due date orientation is pretty much out there. In spite of spending time for planning, rework, re-release, redo seems to be a common trait out there. So the key observation there is, irrespective of what we have as systems, irrespective of what we have as people resources, are we really capitalizing on it the right way? Are we doing the right things? The last observation about the IT industry, today's IT industry, is the scale of complexity is very, very different from what we perceive or see in the movie making industry. The complexities are of completely different scale. While you look at the IT project, the way the projects are defined, between the start or the conception or the initiation of the project to completion, the type of complexities involved, the type of stakeholders involved, the game is completely different when you compare to a movie industry. A deeper insight into the movie industry reveals that the initiation stage itself brings in a lot of complexity. During initiation, a movie industry has to not only assess or understand what is currently existing in their portfolio and pick the right set of things which can create the similar effect of the past. They have to ensure that the ideas are cleaned up, the required rights are bought, they have to convince the stakeholders for funding, and that's when the process actually begins. So that's the complexity. If you look at the nature of the complexity there, every time a new movie production begins, the scale is very different. The type of activities in the initiation are far too different from that of an IT project. Seemingly more, the cycles of rework, revision, release is not prevalent so much so as in the IT industry. So if you look at the gross observation across industry segment, in each of these industries the play